Remember when Castiel announced he pulled Dean out of hell like that was a completely normal thing to open with? And when that same guy held his FBI badge upside down and then just started telling the officer the truth because the concept of lying hadn't really landed for him yet? Yeah, Cass was never supposed to be this important. These are Castiel's best moments in Supernatural. The FBI badge that was never going to work. The fake FBI routine is basically the Winchester brothers' entire personality. Flash a badge, talk fast, leave before anyone asks a follow-up question. It's efficient, it's charming. Dean's been running it his whole life, which makes it so much funnier when Cass attempts the exact same move, holds the badge fully upside down, and then, when the officer asks what happened at the scene, just tells him the truth, unprompted, all of it. Because Cass doesn't see why you'd say something other than what actually occurred, and the officer is out here visibly short-circuiting trying to process this interaction. The bit isn't that Cass is bad at lying. It's that lying hasn't occurred to him as something people do on purpose. He's not failing the routine. He opted out of it entirely and didn't think to mention that to anyone. You can almost hear Dean dying internally from across the room. Upside down, Cass. The whole time. I don't understand. That reference. Castiel's complete indifference to human pop culture is a running bit across most of his early seasons, but the Back to the Future moment is where it lands the cleanest. Dean compares Cass to a DeLorean without enough plutonium, which is an extremely Dean way to explain an angel travel logistics problem, and Cass just flatly tells him he doesn't understand that reference.
Time travel was difficult even with the powers of heaven at my disposal.
But you got off. So what, you're like a DeLorean without enough plutonium?
I don't understand that reference.
Not apologetically, not like he wishes he did. With the calm energy of someone who has never once felt bad about not watching a movie and has no plans to start now. What makes it work is that Cass isn't performing unfamiliarity with human things. He just genuinely doesn't care about most of them, and that complete absence of embarrassment about it is somehow more charming than any amount of effort would have been. Dean looks personally victimized every single time. You find it delightful every single time. That gap is basically Castiel's entire comedic existence for 3 seasons, and the show is smart enough to just let it run. Interrogating the cat season 8. People are dying in cartoon ways, which is already a lot. A confused elderly woman tells the group that the cat at her care facility might know something, because the cat sometimes talks and seems to have a personal issue with a specific mouse. Castiel hears this and volunteers to interrogate the cat, not as a throwaway joke, as the clear and obvious next step in the investigation. He goes and sits with this animal and questions it with the same full professional seriousness he'd bring to any other witness. And when Dean and Sam are ready to leave, Cass tells them he's very close to getting something useful. They drag him out anyway. The cat, as they're walking out, calls him a dumbass.
Let's go. I've almost cracked him. Now. Hey, I'm not through with you.
Dumbass.
And the show just moves on. No callback, no reaction shot, no further comment. The cat said what it said, and Supernatural decided that was sufficient. It was. The only reason any of this works is that Cass takes it completely seriously, which is the only reason Cass is ever funny. The joke is never that he's being weird. The joke is that he's being totally professional, and the cat is the one refusing to cooperate. He drank the whole thing. After a crisis of faith in Season 5, Castiel disappears off the grid. Sam calls him for help. Cass shows up. Sam asks where he's been. Cass says he found a liquor store. Sam asks what happened after that. Cass says he drank it. That's the bit. That's all of it.
What's wrong with you? Are you drunk?
No. Yes.
What the hell happened to you?
I found a liquor store.
And?
And I drank it. What'd you call me?
Oh, here you are. Easy.
And it might be the funniest 3 lines in 15 seasons of television, purely because of how completely unbothered Cass sounds delivering them. There's no drama, no shame, no indication that anything out of the ordinary has occurred. He found a liquor store, processed its entire inventory as a rational response to an emotional crisis, and is reporting back like he completed a perfectly normal errand. The show then makes it even better by showing you that drunk Castiel isn't warm or loose or fun to be around. He's mean. He's loud. He's honestly kind of alarming, which is the exact opposite of what you'd expect from this guy. The cringe is just the tax you pay for 15 seasons of big swings. Some of them landed. This one absolutely landed. Hey, assbutt, look, everyone knows this one. The Season 5 finale is the apocalypse running at full volume. Michael and Lucifer are about to end the world in a field, while Chuck narrates like the universe's saddest book club host. The stakes are as high as this show has ever pushed them. And Cass shows up, hurls a holy fire cocktail at an archangel, and the insult he lands on is assbutt.
Story. Hey, ass butt.
He thought about it. He committed to it. He delivered it with complete sincerity. Lucifer vaporizes him 4 seconds later. And the scene still absolutely rules, because that's Castiel in one perfect moment. Brave, genuine, catastrophically bad at trash talk, and fully unbothered by how uncool he sounds while doing something actually heroic. He comes back, by the way. God restores him. But the ass butt is permanent. If you're enjoying the countdown, subscribing helps. And we've got plenty more Supernatural deep dives coming, where we cover the brilliant and the emotionally devastating in equal measure. The entrance. You can tell a lot about how a show sees a character by how it introduces them. Supernatural introduces Castiel by having the lights explode, sparks fly everywhere, and a massive shadow of wings stretch across a barn wall, and then just letting this figure walk through all of it. Like it's mild weather, and inform Dean, without any ceremony, that he gripped him tight and raised him from perdition.
Who are you?
I'm the one who gripped you tight and raised you from perdition.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Dean, who has survived every creature this show has ever invented, does not know what to do with this person. Bobby, who is famously unshakable, is standing right there equally lost. What makes the scene hold up past its spectacle is the tone Cass brings to it. He's not performing power. He's not trying to impress anyone. He's stating facts, and the facts happen to be enormous. The show never told Misha Collins to be intimidating in that barn. He just was. And the moment works because the show trusts it enough to leave it alone. No wink, no softening, just a man-shaped celestial being reporting for duty. That's the whole trick, and it works every single time. The crypt scene, Season 8. Naomi's been conditioning Castiel for weeks, running him through the same scenario over and over until killing Dean is something his body will just do when the moment arrives. The moment arrives. Cass beats Dean to the ground, bloody and brutal, and completely not in control of what's happening. And the scene is genuinely hard to watch because you can see him losing the fight against his own programming in real time. Then Dean, from the floor, just tells Cass he needs him. 3 words. The conditioning breaks. Cass stops. He heals Dean.
In there. I know you can hear me. Yes, it's me. We're family. I need you. I need you.
What the scene's really about is Dean making the single biggest gamble of his life, betting everything on the belief that whatever Naomi reached, she didn't get all the way down to the real thing. And he's right. It works because the show's spent 8 seasons building something between these two that it never quite names. And you feel the full weight of all of it in the one moment Dean decides not to run. It's not flashy. It doesn't need to be. It's just completely earned. And that's rarer on this show than you'd think. Human Castiel figures it out. When Cass loses his grace in Season 9 and becomes fully human, the show could have treated it as a quick detour before resetting him to factory settings. Instead, it commits. He's homeless. He's sleeping under bridges, eating out of trash cans, building a life from scratch with no powers, no manual, and absolutely no fallback. And he builds something anyway. He finds work. He makes connections. He looks at humanity from the inside and still finds something worth showing up for. Misha Collins has said multiple times he wanted more of this arc. And honestly, so does everyone who watched it. Because what the human Cass storyline quietly proves is that the Grace was never the most interesting thing about him. Strip it all away, and what you've got left is someone who refuses to stop caring, even when the world has handed him absolutely nothing to work with. That's not an angel thing. That's entirely Cass. And it took 9 seasons to get there, but the show earns it. I love all of you. Season 12. Cass takes a hit that should kill him. While he's dying, he tells Dean, Sam, and Mary that knowing them has been the best part of his entire life. That they're his family, that he loves them. And the reason this scene hits as hard as it does is that Castiel almost never says things like this out loud. He shows up when he doesn't have to. He stays when everyone's told him to leave. He carries things quietly for years, without ever making it anyone else's problem. The emotion has always lived entirely in what he does, not what he says. So, when it finally comes out in plain language, without any distance around it, you feel every single time he didn't say it before hitting you all at once. Misha Collins' performance in that episode is some of his best work in the entire run of the show, and the fact that fans are still talking about that scene years later tells you exactly what it did to people the first time. It got them. It still gets them. No notes. Dean kept the coat. Season 7. Cass comes back with no memory of who he is. Different name, quiet life, no recollection of any of it. Dean brings him along on a case to save Sam, and as Cass fights through a corridor of demons, his memories start breaking loose one by one, flashing back through everything he's lived, especially everything with Dean. It's a great sequence on its own. Then what follows makes it better. Dean pulls out Cass's trench coat. He's been carrying it with him the entire time Cass was gone. He doesn't explain it. He doesn't make a speech about it. He doesn't make it a thing at all. He just gives it back. That one detail is doing all the emotional work in the scene. Dean Winchester, a man who expresses every feeling through action and almost never through words, carried that coat the whole time. The show doesn't point at it and tell you it means something. It just lets it sit there. You feel it immediately. And if that didn't get you at least a little, honestly, you're built different. The goodbye in despair. It had to be this one, season 15. Billy's coming, everything's collapsing. And Castiel figures out that the deal he made with the Empty to save Jack, where a single moment of true happiness would summon it and take him forever, is the only thing powerful enough to stop her. His moment of true happiness turns out not to be something he receives. It's something he finally says out loud after 15 seasons of not saying it. He tells Dean how he sees him. He tells him that learning to care about Dean is what taught him to care about the whole world. He says, "I love you."
You changed me, Dean. Why does this sound like a goodbye? Because it is. I love you. Don't do this, Cass.
And the Empty takes him. The scene works because it's not random. It's 15 seasons of movement, arriving at one point. The angel who showed up in season 4, speaking like a divine policy document, ends the show, speaking like someone who spent 15 years figuring out what it means to be alive, and got there just in time to leave. The soldier who once followed orders without question dies, making the most personal choice he's ever made, entirely on his own terms. Castiel's best moment is the one where he becomes completely, undeniably himself, and it costs him everything. Yeah. And look, none of this cancels what Cass brought to 15 seasons of this show. So, what's your number one, the Cass scene that lives permanently in your head? Drop it in the comments. And if you want more supernatural deep dives that cover the brilliant and the chaotic in equal measure, subscribe, because we are absolutely not done yet.